Hello everyone and welcome to Final IT. In today's video we're going to be setting up an Active Directory domain, which is used for managing a network of users and computers. This is normally done for medium to large businesses, but there are other uses for Active Directory domains as well. A video that might be good to watch before this one is our video on installing Windows Server 2016, which can be found in the description. After getting logged in, we want to open up the service manager, or the server manager, that doesn't automatically open up. The Active Directory Domain Services is a role that has to be assigned to the server, so this has to be done by clicking Manage and then Add Roles and Features. I want to click Next here and then leave it on role-based or feature-based installation. It'll automatically have our server selected in this case, but if you don't see that, then you want to make sure that yours is the current server that you're working on is selected. And from the list of roles here, we're going to want to pick Active Directory Domain Services, and you'll see that it pops up a list of features that are required to be installed, including other Active Directory items. Hit next there and it'll go to the features and show the features that are automatically being installed because of Active Directory. We'll hit next there. And then there's an informational page here explaining things about Active Directory. We'll go ahead and install this. Alright, that's finished installing, and we'll see that we have configuration needed now, but one thing we'll want to do first is we'll want to go to our network adapter, change adapter settings, double click on our Ethernet connection here. We'll just check what we've been assigned, because what we need to do here is we need to assign a static IP for this machine. That is highly suggested, very important for Active Directory. So we'll go to properties there and then double click on Internet Protocol version 4. Let's say we'll use the following IP address for this machine, and we're going to manually type in the IP address that it was using. It'll fill in the subnet mask for us, and then we'll fill out our gateway here. For the DNS server, we're actually going to be using the loopback address. You'll see why that's the case. For a backup, we'll use Google's DNS of 8.8.8.8. The loopback address so that it's pointed to itself. Alright, we still have internet, that's good. Alright, now that we've got our static IP set, we're going to want to go up to our notifications here. It'll give us the option to promote this server to a domain controller. This is where we'll actually configure our domain now. So since we're creating a new domain with this, we're going to set it to add a new forest. We're going to come up with our root domain name. This is normally of the format first dot last. So finalit.local you'll see sometimes, or .lab, but generally there's a dot and 2 words on either side. For a company that owns a domain online, for example like google.com, they might use google.com here as their domain name so that it would be tied to that domain. That's what they wanted. We'll hit next here. And we'll leave these options mostly as default. We're going to specify that, or we're going to have it, create a DNS server and a global catalog. It's going to want us to set up a password here for the directory services restore module, which will set up our admin password there. Hit next. DNS delegation is actually grayed out for the moment. That's alright. Hit next there. The NetBIOS name is going to be generated here. That's generally just the first part of the first dot last that you created, so ours will be final IT here. Next there. And then here it gives us paths to various files that the database is going to use. If you've got a very large database plan, it might be a good idea to move these to multiple different volumes so that you can maximize the performance of them. For our relatively small one, we're just going to leave it here. It should be fine. Then here it's going to have us review all of our settings that we picked, which we're happy with. Then we're going through the prerequisite check, where it'll verify that everything's been set up beforehand that needs to be. There's a couple of warnings. Other than that, we've passed all the checks successfully, so we can go ahead and move on with install. Alright, once that install completes, it's going to go ahead and sign you out, because it's now going to be using accounts from Active Directory. When you log back into the machine, you're going to want to select other user, oh wait, no. Okay, so yes, this is now connecting to the domain administrator account. You'll enter the password you've created when you started the machine, and you're able to log into it. And you're now logged in on the domain that you have just created. That's our video today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you think.